Welcome to the Restricted Area, your favorite NBA video show from The Athletic, still the only NBA video show from The Athletic. I'm Zach Harper, that's Waz Lambre, and don't forget, subscribe to The Athletic, theathletic.com/restricted area. Get the best subscription to the best coverage of sports in the universe. No one's messing with us. And if you go to that link right now, you get it for $3.99 a month. You can't even get a fancy coffee for $3.99. We're 2 weeks into the new NBA season and things are in flux. Or are they? Oh my God, we've got so many things happening in the new NBA season, and it might kind of go against some of our precise predictions that we thought were so good before we even saw one NBA game. Was.
Remember back in 2019 when the Minnesota Timberwolves started the season 7-4, which immediately prompted this sad sack tweet from the Minnesota Timberwolves social media account. Wolves Nation, baby!
So let's play a game, Waz. I like to call it fraud or no fraud, in which we'll look at which teams that are playing well or playing poorly are actually holding true to what they should be, or which ones are imposters. And we're gonna start this off with the Philadelphia 76ers, red hot. 5-1. Oh my God, they can't lose when Joel Embiid plays. They've only lost the one game in which he sat due to rest. They got the best defense in the league. They're outscoring opponents by 20 points per 100 possessions when he plays. Waz, there's no way the Sixers are frauds.
Hold on. Let's take a look at the teams that they've actually played so far on the schedule before we make that determination. So far, they played the Wizards, the Knicks. They lost to the Cavs, then secured 3 more wins against the mighty Raptors, the Magic, and the Hornets. They may not be frauds, Zach, but I'm gonna need a bit more of a sample size here before I declare them to be the 86 Celtics.
I hate when you bring your facts into this, but remember when Ben Simmons distracted everybody with the shiny object of him making a 3? Like, oh my God, Ben Simmons made a 3. Who cares who they're playing? No one cares about the weak schedule.
But that's
a fraud. Like, I mean, he's not shooting them. Like, they say it's comfortable, but it's a fraud.
Yeah,
it's fraud.
Next up, Zach, we have the Phoenix Suns, who, as of this recording, are 5-2 with wins over the Mavs, Kings, Pelicans, Jazz, and Nuggets. They're playing extremely well right now offensively, Zach. That ball is zipping and moving. Their role guys are knocking down the open looks. The sun is definitely rising in Phoenix right now. Not a fraud, Zach.
Okay, but Waz, we do have to be careful with this particular organization, right? Because they started 7-4 last year, and everyone's like, oh, they're cured, they're no longer losers. And then they were 26-39. You know, a dude got suspended for a masking agent. They had injuries left and right. They fell apart. They were 26-39, and then basically made the bubble by default. Like, I know we love the Valley Boys, and they went 8-0, but we've seen this start from this team.
While I hear you, Zach, you have to recognize that the guys who are clearly their 2 best players haven't even started cooking yet, and that's Chris Paul and Devin Booker. I expect them to play much better. If you'll remember, Chris Paul had an extremely slow start last year in OKC. He's coming into a new situation. It's his first year, and he gradually, slowly just got better and better as the season went on, as he got to know his teammates better. Sun's gonna be nice, boy.
Yeah, also, Mikal Bridges is a monster on both ends of the floor. DeAndre Ayton wants to defend, which is rare for a young big man. And you make a great point about Chris Paul. The Chris Paul honeymoon, it's always good. That first year is always good. Everyone's in love. Everyone loves each other. They love the winning. So yeah, I'm with you, not frauds. All right, we stay out west with the Denver Nuggets, the darlings of last year's Western Conference playoffs. They're 2-4 at the time of this recording, and Waz, their defense is a mess. Like, they're the second worst defense in the league so far. They're frauds to me.
Easy, killer. The Nuggets are gonna be fine, not a fraud. Yes, their defense has started off atrociously, but I think they're going to get better essentially because they have to. And besides, it's so early. Who wants to be playing defense this early in the season, Zach? And I don't know if you remember this or not, Zach, but they came back from down 3-1 in the playoffs against the LA Clippers, boy.
Waz, they're not gonna play the Clippers every single night, right? You can't just count on, oh, we'll be fine because the Clippers are gonna clip. Like, this team cannot stop anybody, like nobody at all. They lost to the Kings twice already. Like, this team has to put up 125 points every single night just to win. That's way too much to ask of yourself.
Sure, but they're not gonna be playing the Lakers every night either. And more importantly, since when do you care about defense, bruh?
All right, I'm the fraud. Switching back to the Eastern Conference, we've got the Orlando Magic at 4-2. They're 3-0 on the road. Nikola Vucevic is playing out of his...
Whoa, Zach. Does anybody care about the Orlando Magic? Like, anybody?
Yeah, check out my shirt. Of course people do.
Okay, but when Shaq's not on the team, does anybody care about the Orlando Magic?
Oh, I guess not.
Speaking of perennial Eastern Conference frauds, the New York Knicks sit at 3-3 right now. But let's go out to WRAN Live for an update.
And it's why I think Adam Gase should have never been fired. He did what the Jets needed him to do. He should have been extended. All right. We got Deadass Dave from Bushwick on the line. What's up, Deadass Dave?
Let me tell you something, son. The Knicks are going to the playoffs this year, son. I'm telling you, I'm dead ass with this. I thought last year when we signed Julius Randle to a 2-year deal, he was going to be like a little place-sitter, seat holder for Giannis. But now this kid playing like the next Karl Malone, I wouldn't give him up for Giannis straight up, man. The kid he's dishing, he's getting buckets from the perimeter.
Right.
He's
hang up on this kid. Hang up on this.
He's nice, kid. He's dead nice.
Hang up on Deadass Dave from Bushwick. Hang up on Deadass Dave. Thanks for the call, by the way, Deadass Dave. No, the Knicks are terrible. What are you talking about? You would take Thanasis Antetokounmpo for Julius Randle this point. Julius Randle had a stretch last year. 6 games in March where he went 21-10-4, shot 40% from 3. You didn't call him the MVP then. The Knicks aren't gonna do anything until James Dolan sells a team. I've been telling you that for years. I'll tell you that for any more years. And as long as he sells a team, give him $10 billion. Get him out, Mike. Tell him. Get him out of Madison Square Garden. And finally, speaking of imposters in New York, let's slide over that Brooklyn Bridge to the old Nets with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, because they've been up and down throughout the first couple weeks of the season, sitting 3-4, 9th in the Eastern Conference, but Kevin Durant looks pretty good. Kyrie Irving looks pretty good. There's a lot of individual good things here. They're missing Spencer Dinwiddie, but I'm going to go not fraud. I believe in these Nets.
They don't play any defense. They start DeAndre Jordan for no reason whatsoever. They started off the season with 2 very good defensive performances against the Celtics and the Golden State Warriors, 2 teams who we now know are a mess on offense. They're a fraud right now, but they cannot be a fraud if they just start playing some better defense.
I like the fence sitting there. This is what Steve Nash had to say following a recent loss. We recognize defensively a lot of miscommunications, lack of talk, missing assignments, simple stuff, fundamental stuff. So it's just cleaning that up.
Lack of communication. So Kyrie isn't talking to the media or his teammates on defense.
This past week, the internet tried something brand new. They thought, what if we debated Steph Curry's legacy? Is it safe or not? And it was just really dumb. It all kind of started years ago, but it really got heated this week when he got blown out by Damian Lillard in the Portland Trail Blazers. And so it was, can he lead a bunch of bums to the playoffs? If he can't do it, what does it mean? And then what does he do? He responds the next game against those same Blazers with a 62-point career-high effort. He went nuts. It was not just on Twitter. You even found it being covered on Drudge Report.
And in a recent article by my guy Ethan Sherwood-Strauss titled "Steph Curry is in a box of one hell," there's a screen grab in there where the guy is literally playing 1 versus 5 versus the Blazers.
It was everywhere, and so Steph's legacy being bandied about like this, like it's a damn game of badminton, is crazy to me.
Yeah, I tend to agree. And a lot of this crazy talk started back in 2016 when he was the league's first ever unanimous MVP. Back then, the thinking went, Russell, Jordan, LeBron, they never got unanimous MVPs, so why should this guy be the one to get one? And ever since then, so much skepticism where people think that his accomplishments are some sort of media concoction.
He's won 2 MVPs, 1 unanimous, as you mentioned. He's won 3 titles. And we keep speaking to this thing of he hasn't won a finals MVP. Who cares? Why didn't he win a finals MVP in 2015 when he literally put Matthew Dellavedova in the hospital for trying to cover him? Put him in the hospital. That's how hard it is. It's because Andre Iguodala held LeBron to 40 points a game, but on 40% shooting. And when his back went, LeBron's so good, if you sort of slow him down, you're the finals MVP.
Yeah, you know what the problem is, Zach? I think people take championship victories as to be some type of byproduct of some superstar struggle to just exert his will on the court, and that's why they won. and don't appreciate what goes into making a team as special as those Golden State Warriors team. Even the team that lost in 2016, right? Those pieces around Steph were so complimentary and so helpful in elevating all of the things that make Steph Curry a great person. When you don't have pieces that are quite as complimentary, you don't get the results.
Right, and I get it. LeBron James dragged Sasha Pavlovich and whatever was left of Zdrunas Ilgauskas' foot into the NBA Finals in 2007. Put Steph in a time machine with this Warriors team, throw him in that weak-ass Eastern Conference, I think he can do the same. And that's the thing. I want you to do this. If you find yourself at home and you're watching this anywhere, on a park bench, on a bus, whatever, and you're saying, yeah, but Steph doesn't do this. I don't need you to think that Steph is better than Magic Johnson. I don't need you to think he's better than LeBron James. I just need you to stop being an idiot about him. You're being an idiot if you're finding yourself diminishing Steph Curry. He's historically great at one of the most important skills when it comes to basketball. Let's just be like, yeah, he's great. Now let's see what he's got.
Besides making every single season some kind of referendum on a player where a guy like Steph, who has at least 6-7 years left in the NBA, to declare what his legacy is by every season, we need to stop doing that, much less what we're already doing this year. By every single game, we're questioning what this guy's legacy is gonna be. It's stupid, just stop it. Steph Curry is great, he's all-time great, and that's just a fact.
Exactly. Up next, Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. That'll do it, everybody. Thanks for watching The Restricted Area. Make sure you subscribe to The Athletic's YouTube channel for more videos, and check out The Athletic NBA Show podcast, free wherever you find podcasts, and ad-free when you subscribe to The Athletic.